with a small group like this, it would be worthwhile to introduce yourself and your business. And then I'll just maybe tell you about myself as well, and then we can do questions and answers, your burning questions about the Support Local BC program. Yeah, and then we can carry on from there. Great. Would anyone like to go first, or shall I start? Would that be a good icebreaker? I can, okay, I'll do that. Thumbs up from Deb. So my name is Michelle Hamilton. I am the managing director of Think Local First. It's a nonprofit organization based in Victoria, and we support local businesses. We are a membership-driven organization. We have 200 member businesses here in Victoria. We do monthly mixers, we do learning events. We are very active on social media with our members. And when COVID-19 hit, I sat back and thought, okay, like what can we do for businesses? Obviously we can't do mixers, obviously we can't do learning events, like their world is upside down right now. So I was sharing businesses that were closing. Some of them were switching to, you know, a few weeks later, maybe takeaway options. And then I came across this website in Cornwall, Ontario that was selling gift certificates on behalf of the local businesses in their community. And so I reached out to them, and basically I just emulated that. I just created the same Shopify store here in Victoria. And so we had 174 businesses on there. And in 6 weeks, we sold $25,000 worth of gift certificates for those businesses. And because we are a nonprofit, it was a really tight budget. Managing all that, just like fund-wise, was a bit difficult. So I reached out to Vancity, who have been just an amazing partner for us in our community, and they funded the building of that website. And then they said, hey, Michelle, like, do you think that this would work for other communities in British Columbia? And I said, sure, like we could just put a package together and send it to them, just let them know how to build it. And they're like, no, what if we built it all in one website so that you could then share and buy gift certificates for family and friends in other communities? And so that's what we did. And that's where Support Local BC came out of. Now, as you may know, there's 66 communities on there. We've recently just added communities in the Columbia Boundary Kootenay area. I had a great phone call yesterday with folks in the Okanagan. So looking to add communities there as well. So now the idea, when businesses have opened up again and we're traveling, you know, not far from home, that you can support businesses by buying the gift certificates when you travel to other communities, or as I said, you know, send them to family and friends. And as you know, as business owners, the great piece is that if somebody buys a $50 gift certificate, that's the amount of money that we send you. The transaction and processing costs are covered by sponsoring organizations in the communities, and that cost is basically just a cost recovery model for us. So, so we're always looking at ways to make the platform better for businesses, for sponsoring organizations, and for consumers using it. And we have added a business portal, we've added the direct deposit payment. We now have a part-time bookkeeper who looks after those weekly payments. It was just getting a bit too much for myself to do. So what we want to do is just keep it meaningful for what's happening with businesses and what's happening in our province with this pandemic. And I can't tell you how long Support Local BC will be in play for, but we do see that there will be a bigger need for gift certificates for the holiday shopping season. I think now more than ever, gift certificates will be the gift of choice that people will give. So we are working in the background to build some campaigns to support businesses with those holiday shopping pieces. And we thought, we answer a lot of emails, and Kyra, who is our intern, she has been calling businesses as well. And we thought, okay, like maybe what we need to do is just invite people to a Zoom call. We'll answer whichever questions you have. And sometimes like we know that when we get on the phone with people and explain things, it's much more clear. We do try not to bombard you with emails, and we put a lot of the training resources on the website. But I'm really happy to see you this morning to answer questions about your pain points for Support Local BC, and maybe see you again, or maybe not, however that works out. We are planning to do this on a regular basis. We're thinking weekly. Not really sure if this is a great time for business owners at 9:30 till 10 o'clock, but we can also change that as well. So that was a very lengthy introduction. Again, my name is Michelle. I don't know who would like to go next. And feel free, if you don't want to share who you are, you can just put it in the chat for us. It would just be nice to know which businesses are represented for us as well. So yeah, super. Kyra, you're gonna go next.
I'm Kyra. I am the student intern for Think Local First and Support Local BC. I'm basically here to support Michelle, because at first it was just her manning this whole thing, and so just to kind of relieve some of that off of her back, I'm there to support her with a lot of the social media communications. And I'll be manning the questions at Support Local BC. So if you want to send an email at all, like asking just a quick question, if you need any help, just feel free to reach out to me at questions@supportlocalbc.com. Perfect. And then, yeah, if you want, you can just introduce yourself in the chat as well, but whoever wants to go next.
Great, super. Go ahead, Deb.
So I'm Deb Boyer. I'm in Fort St. John, which is way up north for those that aren't familiar. I have a little home-based business called Deb's Accidental Art. And so I sell some of my art, but the biggest part is I'm teaching. And so I teach a method of art called the Zentangle method. And I went online with COVID. So I'm teaching via Zoom. And I've been a consumer of the gift certificates more so than I've been a receiver. So I've had one person buy a gift certificate online. But I guess I need a little bit more help on how to promote it at my end. And because I am going online, people from all over the world could buy the gift certificates. So I need to know how to get that going and get a little bit more business going. So anyways, happy to be here, and then thank you for your support with this initiative. I think it was a great idea, and I hopped on board right away when it was advertised. So
great, thanks, Deb.
Thanks.
Super. Go ahead, Anne.
There we go. Hi, I'm Anne. I am the owner of a children's bookstore in Westminster, British Columbia, so that's close to Vancouver. I signed up during COVID, haven't received any yet, but my neighbor, who is a game store, Rain City Games, said they were really successful. So that's why I joined. So thank you for all the support. And yes, my question would be the same as Deb's. How can I promote it so people know more about it? I have it on the website. I posted a couple of times on social media, but so far nothing much, even though people buy my own gift certificates online, just not the ones through BC Local. So I would like to know what to do about it. Thank you.
Super, that's great, thank you. Would anyone else like to share? Oh, okay, go ahead, Masami.
Hi, my name is Masami Hanashiro. The shop is called The Postcard Place, as you can see in the back. So I have about 5,000 postcards specialized from around the world. I have a 20 supplier, and this business is 32 years old. And so I located on Granville Island in a net loft building, which is just across from the public market on Granville Island in Vancouver. So we had a lockdown from March 22nd to May 29th. And then the other business in the net loft are able to carry on with the online business. My small is too small to sell on online. And then when I saw this Support Local BC through Van City, I was just so thrilled. And then the gift, and then also I sold the two gift certificates. Thank you very much. And then the people from Vancouver Island came by another day, and then it was just so like I was almost in tears because
Oh.
it's really hard to promote this. My shop is very small. So it was really nice, and then also the amazingly my client was used to be a lot of foreign student and also the tourist, of course, in Granville Island, but actually this staycation and also looking the changing aspect to the local artist is really happening, and I'm really happy to carrying my merchandise now is 60% is local artist. So it was like a really developed in a new direction through this support local BC. So thank you very much, and I'm really spreading word to the other small business.
That's so great. Thank you for sharing that.
The postcard place. Thank you.
Thank you. Dennis, would you like to go now?
Sure. My name is Dennis Strain. I'm a one-man IT company in Smithers, British Columbia. And I want to say right off that I think that your gift certificate program is just spot on.
Oh,
I haven't made use of it myself, but I can see potential, especially for other retailers like who just spoke up here.
Excellent. Thank you for the feedback. It's really appreciated.
I'm here because I'm interested in pretty much anything that'll affect business, and I'd like to know more about how other business owners are weathering these difficult times.
Sure. That sounds great. Excellent. Vivian, would you like to share now?
Yes, the business here is Campbell's Gold Honey Farm and Meadery. We're in Abbotsford, British Columbia. It's a family-owned business, and I am the store manager for Campbell's Gold. We sell lots of honey because we have lots of honeybees. We've got mead that we sell, beautifully made by the owner. And any of the fruit or berries and that in the wine are also 80% from the farm itself. So it's really, totally self-maintained. It's been really tough. With COVID, we normally have we have tours coming in, tour buses bring people from all around the world or from the States. And of course, all that's been stopped. So that made a big impact on us. What we have done though, we've already prepared and we're working on online delivery, sales and possibly delivery or pick up at the store because we're worried that this fall could be even worse. So just to be on the safe side, we've got that just about set up now with all our products that we sell. We're fortunate that we still have, a lot of good customers that we've, had for a long time, and we just find that, I guess with COVID, people are staying closer to home. They seem to be buying more local. Somehow it's impacting people's way of thinking, I think, and they feel safer in small stores and big stores. We do all the protocols. We wear masks if someone comes in. We sterilize the doors. We have the plexiglass. We have maximum 6 people. We were impacted quite a bit because we do wine tastings, but we've only just started doing that again in the last month, but only on Saturdays by appointment. But people seem to be, very good about it. They understand that it's, the dangers that we had. Somehow people have been really good. And because I think somehow we wear a mask, people are more and more coming in the store. I'd say the biggest percentage also now wear masks. So, I think people are really starting to see that, they follow example. People will ask and I'll say, yes, if you have a mask, we'd appreciate it if you wear it, but it's not mandatory. So we won't offend anyone, but instantly people pull it out of their pocket and, little children, doesn't matter what age, they come in proud with their little masks on. So we try and encourage them and say how beautiful it is. So, it's a tough time in business, but at the same time, there's some kind of specialness about how people are being with each other. There's more kindness, there's more tolerance, I think. So as much as we hear bad things, there's also, I think, some good things that are coming out of it. So I say, we also love supporting small business, and any of the products that we actually carry that aren't from us, that are related to beehives and bees, we support other locals so that we can sell their products. So if they have, let's say, soap that's got beeswax, honey, and that in them, we help support those people, and we'll carry their products to supplement our own. So there are ways to help each other out. So, and of course, this program is excellent too. There's another way, and for sure, gift certificates are awesome because it's a nice feeling. You can go somewhere special instead of just some big shopping mall, which no one wants to go to those places right now anyway. So yeah, I think this is great.
Yeah, you've really expressed a lot of things that have changed for people in general when they are making purchasing decisions, and just basically when they're choosing to step out of their homes. Where are they going to go? In a shopping mall, I don't think is the place that most people want to be right now. Thank you so much, Vivian. I appreciate that. Kylie, did you want to say hello?
Good morning. My name's Kylie. I work on the community investment team at Van City. So we've been working with Michelle. I've been working closely with Michelle since about April.
Yeah.
So we've been on the journey together.
We have been.
Really excited to hear everyone's thoughts and feedback and ways we can better support small business and local businesses.
Thank you so much. So I heard from Anne and Deb, how to get the word out there about the program, and maybe we could just start on that piece for everyone, because I think there's value in it, even if you are rocking the program. So we created social media graphics for businesses, and that was like, COVID time warp. I think that was in April that we did that, or maybe May. But Kyra and I were chatting yesterday, actually, and she's going to build some new graphics that you can use to share. So if you go to the Support Local BC website, in the footer menu, there's a menu section called Business Resources, and there is a social media graphics, I think it's called. That actually takes you to the Google folder where we'll just add scripts and graphics, but we will send it out to all businesses once we've added those into the folder. So that, of course, social media is great. If you have an email newsletter that goes out to existing clients, send that to them as well. Put it in your newsletter with a graphic. I think we have a script in there, but maybe that needs to be updated as well. So we can share that with you too, because I think there's power in saying, we're now over 1,300 businesses. We've put over $400,000 in the hands of local businesses, and I think that it gives them confidence that it's a program that if there are issues, we're going to support them, which we do. So I think that's valuable as well. I did create yesterday a page on our website. It's under the About section. It's called Success Stories. And on the Success Stories page, I put testimonials from businesses. I put testimonials from our partner organizations like Van City, BC EDA, Local BC. And I also put the links to media releases that had been put out. And I don't know if you're aware, BC Business magazines, they did an article when we reached the $400,000 mark. So there's a link there too. I think that any way that you can repurpose that information or add your own sentiment to it that will resonate with your customer base would be really helpful. So all of those pieces are there for you. You can share the link to the success stories. If you wanted to write your own testimonial, we'll add it to that page as well, so people can see your testimonial and what Support Local BC has, the program has done for you. If you wanted to do that, just write the testimonial and send it to Kyra at questions@supportlocalbc.com, and we'll get it added to that success stories.
Just to add to that, I'm going, usually with the testimonials, I'll be putting them on social media as well to share with everybody in our following base. So if you share with us your testimonial, like, we'll most likely be able to get that out there as well through social media. So that'll also kind of help raise awareness of you guys and kind of get the word out there a bit more as well.
We could also do something. Oh yeah, go ahead, Anne.
I was wondering, have you contacted local business association and business chambers?
Oh yes, those are our sponsoring organizations. Okay. Yeah, BIAs, Chambers of Commerce, Community Futures. They are the conduit that we reach the businesses through normally. Oh, okay. So yeah. So they, in a lot of communities, they're the ones that paid the $1,275 to get a community added to the website and cover the transaction costs. So yeah, but I mean, from your end, if you are a member of the chamber in your community, reach out to them and get them shouting it out as well. I mean, the more the more that we amplify our message through every avenue that we have, the more it will get heard. And I think, I think like Vivian was saying, there in a lot of communities, there always is a huge appetite to support local, because when you walk out of your business, you're a consumer. So you want to also support local businesses. So I think that, there really is, people are getting the fact that Walmart is going to survive the pandemic. Yeah. Like that is not a question, but your local grocer or bookstore may not. So, I think that, there's a lot of messaging from a lot of avenues, advocating, supporting local. So getting your message in there, however you can do that. I'll also share with you a media release template. So if you wanted to do that and say, hey, we're part of Support Local BC, if you feel like that would be valuable to you, I know that every minute in your day is already spoken for running a business, but if you feel like a media release would be helpful, I do have a basic template. I'll adapt it a little bit for business to send out, and then there'll just be highlighted sections that you can, change with your business information. Putting your testimonial in there too would also, add some gravity to it. So, if you think of anything, like it would be great to have this tool, just reach out. You can reach out to Kyra, or you can reach out to me. I answer the hello@supportlocalbc.com.
Okay.
So
thank you.
Yeah, like anything. Again, if you need it, there's likely 800 other businesses that could also make use of it. So we're happy to create those pieces and resources that make it easy to share that you're part of the program with your customer base.
I'm even just thinking local papers. I was just featured in the local paper, but there was no word about it, even though I mentioned it. But to push it even more through them would be great, right? Because that's what people read online.
Exactly. And so what you could do, and in that case, is if you have a link to that article online, I would share that on social media as well. If you have some money to boost a post on Facebook, that is also valuable as well. So you can, target those people who would be potential customers of yours. Right. But again, I think, any way that we can build those, the megaphone kind of thing, getting it out there. So,
So if you have like a press release that could be posted, would be great to have.
For sure.
No
I
time
will-
to write it myself right now, but
I know, that's the thing, right? We understand that. But
Mhm.
yeah, we'll just create kind of a generic template that you can use to
Okay.
share your participation. And hopefully then it'll get picked up by those local papers within your
Right.
community too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Sorry. Yes, I can.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
A very quick question. I'm so bad with this technology, right? So then, so when I spreading word, I'm just say, hey, just check the support local BC. That's fantastic because Granville Island is a full local business and artist. So, and then we have a business association called Granville Island Business Association.
Yeah.
So I can give them your link, right? So
Yes, and I think so. We actually have we
give it-
have somebody who's been doing outreach for us. Her name is Amy Robinson, and she is the executive director of a nonprofit called Loco BC.
Yeah.
And I think that she's likely reached out to the Granville Island Business Improvement Association. But you know what, Masami? There is power in that message coming from other places as well. So
Yeah.
if you share it with them and Amy has talked to them about it, then they, you know, the idea is that those organizations, because they have a bigger reach and they reach more businesses, the more businesses we have on it, the louder our voice becomes. There really is strength in numbers, you know, as we all know. So yeah, so definitely if you wanted to share with them that you are part of Support
Yeah,
Local
because-
BC.
Yeah, because I haven't seen the in the newsletter the
Okay.
local BC support us. So it's a support local BC.
Yes.
So that's something like that. So I just give them this.
Yeah, and or what you could do is actually send them this media release, or I actually have a document that explains the background of Support Local BC. That might be valuable as well. So maybe what we'll do is I'll send those specifically to you, but then I think what we might do is actually put those in the Google Drive folder as well. You know, just pieces that businesses can use to share what's happening with Support Local BC. And so because we know it so well, we're like right into it. It doesn't take anything for us to write a background document about it. So yeah, so I'll definitely share those pieces with you specifically, but we'll make them available for all businesses too. So
You know, also see, because I was introduced to this program through Van City, right?
Yeah.
So that often the people ask me, "Oh, do I have to be a member of Van City?" It's not true. Right? No, it can be any financial institution.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
You put the money in, send a gift certificate purchase directly to the My Business account.
Yes, I
So
do.
that's what they were wondering.
Yeah, no, it can be any bank. It can be any bank. So Van City ran that promotion to support their business members for you know, for that week of Van City Loves Local. But the criteria to be a business on Support Local BC does not include having to be a Van City member.
Okay.
You just need to be a local independent business, which we have many amazing local independent businesses. So yeah, so I'll make sure that I get all of you that specific information, and then Kyra and I will figure out a way to make it available to everyone else too if they need those pieces. So yeah.
Great, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Any other questions I can answer? Well, thank you again, everyone, and I'll look forward to chatting with you again soon.